Welcome back to Bazaar, I'm Inko. And with all of the nerfs in the most recent hotfix, I can't help but notice something. Weapon Vanessa went untouched. And Weapon Vanessa was a build that was competitive with all those other things that got nerfed. And everyone's having a harder time leveling up early now, because the hardest fights are harder than they used to be. So that means they're going to be a lower level, with less HP, more vulnerable to Weapon Vanessa. And it seems to me that Weapon Vanessa might be in a really, really good spot in this meta. Now that said, while this run is definitely starting off as a bog standard Weapon Vanessa, by the end of this we get some really crazy spice. Weapon Vanessa never really closes out games as pure Weapon Vanessa. You always have to find some weird twist on it or a crazy high roll to get it to close out late game wins. And we found some absolute nonsense with Thick Hide and the new Proboscis, which I will say it's just a worse Proboscis, but it's still good enough. I'm expecting Weapon Vanessa to get a lot more ubiquitous across the ladder as time goes on, because I think it is probably just in a kind of overtuned spot at the moment compared to everyone else, since it dodged all the nerfs that hit every other top tier build. But anyways, enough rambling, here's the run. Getting into this Vanessa run, I think I'm going to give it Blasphemy and go Income Start. Skills are probably the worst they've ever been, with this state of Poison and Burn being purged by 10% every time a heal goes off. And I've been really eyeing Income Start on Vanessa for a while. With the new Tortuga stuff, it feels like there are so many possible pivots that going to early swords on days like 1 through 4 is more valuable than it's ever been. And genuinely, I think just like going to a few extra swords for a better chance at Shot Glasses and Shark Claws might impact my win rate almost as much as gold tier skill does. So I'm going to try out Income Start Vanessa today, see how it works. Strange Mushroom is 4 gold or a neutral item. I'm going to have to go JJ here.
Profit 10.
Definitely have the money to take a shovel. Don't want to actually use the shovel though. I can get a trebuchet. I don't mind that at all. Like, trebuchet is not exceptional, don't get me wrong. It's probably bad today. But it can become very good very quickly with shot glasses, holsters, that sort of thing. I think if I buy the trebuchet, I run out of gold really fast, and I'm hoping to do better than trebuchet, so I'm not going to take it. Life Preserver is very good early. Star Chart's very good eventually, which puts me in this situation. This is my day 1 board, probably losing. Now, do I want a Switchblade? I'm pretty sure Switchblade is not an important part of a weapon build. It's not going to do a ton for me at any point. Gonna pass on that. No Viper, unfortunate, because this is a build that absolutely beats Viper. I'd have appreciated that. Banana Bull doesn't really help me too much, I think. I'm gonna go Fang Dinglet. I would like a Fang. I would like Pelt, just because it's the most gold. Even Deadly Eye, like, there's a very good chance that I end up playing a weapon build right now, so I think there's not really a miss here. Overheal Haste on Banana Bull could be good down the line if I end up playing something with 1 weapon, but other than that, there's not a ton of lifesteal stuff or heal stuff I'm expecting to play on Vanessa, so I think Banana Bull is not quite worth it here. Could be wrong. Anyway, second Shovel Swing brings it down. That is not gonna do well against players. Hopefully we find, like, real items to put on our board at the end of this. Oh, it's fine. It's still very good gold. This is a small silver item for Vanessa. Let's go look for Shark Claws and a Katana. And get a silver shovel. Beach Ball is also quite good. Rolling puts me in an awkward spot. This is a lot of income, but it's also a huge investment right now. So middle can only sell 18 items. I've seen 3 already. I would really like to pick up Shark Claws and Katana, but other than that, what can I hit that's going to be great for me? It's a pretty early Orange Julian. Volcanic Vents would be fine. I think there's enough hits that it makes sense to roll. If I do get the Shark Claws, I don't have a weapon to use with them right now, which is unfortunate. So I either hold for possible Katana or accept my day 1 is bad. I can also just buy a Beach Ball shovel and lose. That's also totally reasonable. I'm going to buy the shovel, ignore the Beach Ball, and roll. I don't think Beach Ball is what I'm looking to do here. Well, that's fine by me. We sell the pelts. We buy the Shark Claws. And that gives me a way to transition to something useful tomorrow, but today you're kind of shit out of luck. There's not really a way to use the Shark Claws with the items I've seen. Think I go Big Bite here? Get an item seems worse than 5 regen.
This is health food.
The issue, of course, is that Shark Claws to buff the shovel isn't very good. Let's see how much damage this does in 20 seconds, right? I hit him 4 times for 40 damage. I buff for 20 damage, then swing for 75, then another 20, swing for 75. By my math, it is exactly 250 damage on 20 seconds. So I can either hope he has no defenses and go with this, or hope his offenses are terrible and go with this. Mac tends to have decent offenses. I'm going to go for kill him at 20 seconds and survive with 5 regen. I'm not sure which of these is better. It really depends on the sort of Mac board I'm seeing, and frankly, I'm not favored either way.
And I will punish you.
Calcinator, retort, this man knows what he's looking for. I think this would have beat me if I had gone for Life Preserver. I think I would have just died before him because I do so little damage with just the shovel. This doesn't stack up. I should kill him before I die for sure. Okay, good. Provided I did all my math correctly, this actually kills him on the next swing, which it does.
I lost every
0 health, calced exactly. And I probably just lose that with Life Preserver. It's hard for me to tell exactly. I think I would have. I might have won either way, just because his board was so weak, but like me, he set up very well for the late game. His board's not designed to win day 1. Shark Claws, please, get yourself out of the ground. You deserve better than that. We dug up incense, which is not a bad item. I don't know that I can use it in any meaningful way right now, but I do want to hold on to that because it's kinda good if I end up playing any sort of lighthouse thing. Build's getting very interesting very immediately. Gonna go middle again, try to upgrade these Shark Claws, look for a katana. Orange Julian, huh? I don't think Orange Julian's what I'm looking to play today. Aquatic items do include Shark Claws. Oh, man. I don't think I can spend all my gold on that. I'm going to roll. Well, we got the Shark Claws upgrade. The greed immediately paid off. The issue is, of course, that we are out of money and don't have a build yet. I also don't have anything to play with. That was an upside to buying a beach ball, but like I don't have something to sell for it. I had to give up my bronze life preserver and my incense to have bought that and rolled. Fishing net gives me a friend tomorrow because they buff piranhas. And it's an economy item, but I don't think it's worth selling my life preserver. Like, it's going on my board immediately. Do I sell incense if I need to roll this skill? God, I hope I just don't need to roll. I'm just gonna take strength. Yeah, we're trying to play some sort of weapons. Man, we have a Shark Claws. Let's take strength.
I'm just getting you ready for them.
Obviously not going to Quicksil. Get a weapon versus Jungle Ruins. Vanessa has 15 small weapons and 8 medium weapons. So get a weapon is a 2/3 chance at getting 1 gold versus the silver item, which is 2 gold and can just be a weapon. I am going to look at it as an average gold value decision. Most weapons are bad. This has a decent shot at being a weapon anyway. Hey, look at that. It's a bad weapon, exactly like I was talking about. Don't really think I have a way to use that, although I will note, I do have slows, don't I? When you slow, this gains 15 damage. Shark Claw's buffing it. Fight's probably not going to go past 20 seconds with the second swing of the shovel. This actually is better right now. Does it somehow beat Warrior, though? Probably not. Warrior has 400 health. He kills you about 15 seconds in, if I'm remembering the Reddit thread correctly. Oh, so I'm just not going to live long enough to swing this a second time anyway. Right, yeah, he just kill you. I have 5 regen. That probably doesn't change the math very much. I'm going to go for the guaranteed extra gold from killing Rogue Scrapper. I don't think I can kill Warrior. Dude's just a menace. The nerf Rust took is actually a pretty huge hit to the value of fighting Rogue Scrapper. I still think it's just better than Rush, though. For those who are unaware who didn't see the hotfix video or the hotfix at all, Rust and all the monster skills are now the first time using an item each fight. Not quite all of them. Lash Out and the Burn equivalent, the ones that do poison and burn at the start, those haven't been changed. But generally speaking, those skills are a lot worse, and the game is much better for it. Oh, and I forgot to do it during the first fight, so I'll take a moment to remind you that you can like and subscribe to this channel for free. There's no cost at all. And it really does help the channel grow, and I tremendously appreciate it. But getting back into this, Rogue Scrapper is down, and we get a barbed wire for our trouble, which is, you know, a weapon. I can't take that away from it, but it's not very good, is it? I don't think I want a small shield item or to spend gold for a shield item, so that makes it a pretty easy abandoned chest, get a skill or get a medium item. I've heard this was bugged and it wasn't supposed to be silver always, and it's not silver on day 1 anymore. But it's certainly still silver on day 2, which is good. I have a weapon, tool, aquatic, friend, vehicle, so this would go off if it were on my board, but at the same time, it's not doing much anyway. What small items am I looking for? Shot glasses, I assume? My issue with Andy is entirely that shot glasses are going to be pretty rare on day 2. It's the first day silvers appear. I believe it's only a 10% chance. But at the same time, 4 gold's not very exciting. Then again, starting tomorrow with 9 gold, because I rolled at Andy and didn't buy anything, as opposed to starting tomorrow with 15 gold. Like, the 15 gold does sound pretty exciting. I'm going to take this. Is this the best way to arrange my board? God, I'm afraid it is. Barbed wire to get buffed by shark claws just better than incense. I do not know. Probably. Is this a good build? No. Is it what I've got? Yes. I think I just need all the scaling damage I can get, which means I'm running the barbed wire that I just talked so much shit about. I don't feel favored at all, but hey, income start, that's how it goes. Looks like this guy's also trying out income start. He has a piranha that he's scaling. I think I'm scaling more effectively than he is. My weapons are so bad that I think I might just lose to lifesteal with minimal crit chance.
Next time, boys. Less blunder, more plunder.
Okay then. Right, we're not level 3 anymore. Because of everyone getting less experience, because nobody's reliably killing Warrior day 2, your health is much lower on day 2. Weapon Vanessa buffs that it clearly needed. Alright. Curio. You know, a Shadowed Cloak seems pretty good right now. And this Revolver also seems pretty good. I'm gonna go Curio, look for that Shadowed Cloak. They're also just small, fast weapons you can sell me. That improves my incense a lot. I don't know if I have enough money to spend 2 gold improving incense. I can improve the Mantis Shrimp, but again, I just don't know that I care about this at all. Like, Mantis Shrimp is just not that strong of a card, really. +3 burns certainly makes him better. And it's the same thing with incense. We're like, buffing up incense with the makeshift barricade makes it better. It's probably about to go on my board. But if I end up playing something like Anglerfish or Lighthouse down the line, the incense duration's not even gonna matter. I'm gonna have other things doing slows and their whole board's gonna be slowed forever, right? Or at least that's the idea. Despite the fact that these are 2 of the best things Curio can sell and they both affect my build, the things they're targeting are pretty bad cards I don't want to play. So I'm just going to roll that. No Shadowed Cloak. Unfortunate. Claws are good though, they're just fast. Same with Old Sword. As much as I like Icicle in the late game, I can't imagine buying it early. Feather is fine. I have to sell something for the Feather. This Life Preserver is clearly never happening. I'm gonna take the Claws, the Old Sword, and the Feather. I don't think Junkyard Lance makes any sense when I have Shark Claws. Let's be on our way. I could have bought the Cinders. I'd rather save my money for something more valuable to me. I'm gonna take the highest income option here. Bring down even more trash weapons to get buffed by the Shark Claw. Actually, Revolver is just better than Old Sword, meaning I can sell the Old Sword for my fastest weapon, which, Okay, good. The Revolver's the same speed as the Claws. I really did not want to buff the Claws. I don't think those are permanent. The Incense does get to stick around for as long as possible. And Eagle Talisman should go on the Revolver. It's an Ayla. Maybe we'll hold on that Eagle Talisman for a second. Yeah, we have to go Ayla. Look for Silver Shark Claws again. Flagship's not it. We're not interested in that. I'd be willing to buy a large silver in the form of Tortuga, try that out, but we're not going to transition to Flagship from this. Gold Shovel, Bayonet, Bolas. That's 12 gold. So I sell this, buy the shovel, pick up a Bayonet, pick up a Bolas.
Use it well. Make me proud.
Not the store I was looking for, but definitely a good enough store. Throw Bolas in, put the Bayonet on the Revolver. Gonna put the crit on the Revolver and sell this now because I don't think I ever lose to Aetherite, but I don't want to take the chance. And this should be my best board arrangement. Nothing really matters in terms of positioning, and Aetherite is so much less scary than Scout Trooper. I do think I beat Scout Trooper, but I've never actually got into play with the buff Shark Claws. I just haven't been able to play Weapon Vanessa when I have played Vanessa recently. And yeah, we absolutely crushed the Aetherite. The new rigged is just so much less scary. It does guarantee that you get 4% crit chance on the force field, but I think you already had a 2/3 chance of seeing that, so just seeing lower haste durations makes this guy less scary. Force field's all I wanted. I guess rigged would also have been great because I have Clamra. Or not, I have Clamra, but I can get Clamra. B1 and B2, huh? Honestly, they don't seem like they do a ton. I can go to Volpack, and I don't really have anything to sell them either. I guess I'm gonna go B1, B2, and upgrade my bolas? That's not unreasonable. The other options just aren't very good. I don't want to go to an expensive JJ here. And the bolas upgrade is just a lot more damage, a little bit more slow. Good enough. C Mountain Pass, click Mountain Pass, right? It's just a 50% now, but it's still very good. I'm not on EXP where I need to be. Ah, damn. Oh, that is better than it used to be, admittedly. And that gets us a level up with the Aetherite fight. Upgrade a bronze tier item. Just throw in the gold shovel, slap the hell out of them. I could run the incense to buff the Mantis Shrimp by 30 damage and 8 burn. That seems worse than the shovel given current circumstances. Upgrading the bayonet just doesn't do much. I'm gonna go Pip and try to get a weapon skill. Not poison skills, not non-weapon skills. Guess I'm taking Strength to Silver. Alright, Pig. I don't think Pig is usually beating me on day 3. There's definitely a lot of new powerful Pig stuff. I think Bushel in particular has a lot of early game power. If he has the new set, I'm kind of scared of that. Just Regal Blade Scarf stuff, this looks fine. That Jabalian bow should never have multicast here, especially since I leveled before him. Thankfully, there is no crit chance. I was originally not worried at all. I was like, what if something crits? Yeah. Just very, very strong, even though I'm running the shovel on the board. I'm a level ahead of a lot of people. Because you have a 100% chance of seeing Warrior, right? And then a 50% chance of seeing Scout Trooper. It's very likely that you see no extra experience events before... Or sorry, no extra experience fights before day 4. Anyway, the docks are finally here. Going to take my 5 gold 1 XP and have the star chart pay for itself. And then some, even. Shield for my PvE fight on day 4. Is there a reason I should care about that? Not enough of when I'm going to JJ.
Let's chat.
Yeah, I can't really imagine using those. Katana. There's also an old Salt Claw here. And I can replace my one friend with the pet rock. Which does seem like it's better.
I get it. You're busy.
And the shovel obviously shouldn't be on board, so we do that. You come over. Oh, we dug up a gold Noxious Potion. At least it's a good economy item. Is there ever a world where I wish I had old Salt Claw? I really don't think there is. Like, even if I find Tortuga, I can just use any other friend. He's not doing anything special. And we should crush Hellbilly. I would like to thank Shark Claws for being basically the entire build, by the way. Without Shark Claws, like, you remove any other item, the build still works. Without Shark Claws, I am a different man. So my level 7 upgrade is obviously Shark Claws. My level 10 enchant is currently obviously Katana, though that's so far away that I may be playing a totally different build by then. What do we get? That's damn good. We're gonna switch this over.
Rally men, blades
Silver
to the
tier
wind.
skill. Noisy Cricket immediately. This is about as good as the early game for Weapon Vanessa can go. Abandoned Chest is fine, but I will be going Ayla for obvious reasons. Take that to gold. The barbed wire is not great, but it's still notably faster than hand axe. The weapon buff on hand axe, though, is probably all it needs. Right? Like, the barbed wire is... I don't know. I think Shoeblade is worse than anything I'm using, because it's just going to be much slower. The bayonet's speed 2 and can't crit, but that's fine. This is speed 5, 5... the bolas do run out, admittedly. They also hit for 115's the thing, right? Like, I think these are just too slow to ever see play over what I currently have. Although the hand axe is very close with the bolas in my mind. It's just that they hit for 20, 40 from the Shark Claws plus 60. So 115, 230, 290 damage in under 10 seconds. And like, yeah, the hand axe is buffing everything else, but I don't think it's doing enough to come close to that since it's just going to hit once for 35. The buff has to make up 255 damage, I think it was. Well, every 2 seconds it makes up 18 of that, but yeah, I don't think it does enough. Oh. Ayla, you really fucking shouldn't have. I'm trying to do better about my profanity, but dear lord, that is an excessively good store. Day 4, Golden Shark Claw, Silver Pet Rock, Bayonet with left-handed Noisy Cricket Strength on a Katana. Okay. I'm looking forward to losing my Day 4 PvP somehow, despite being this massively advantaged. My click didn't go through on Cache of Riches, but I also reconsidered whether or not I actually should have clicked it as I disconnected. So let's go see if I got 4 gold if I get to rethink this. It just ate my Katana. The Katana's gone. I have hard relaunched my game again, and it's back, thank Christ. Oh, it also ate several other items from my stash. Oh, wait, no, that was, it fully rolled me back to the end of day 3. I didn't even realize that was the same pig I fought. I was just so focused on Katana being gold that I didn't even have time to notice everything else was wrong. I was like, I don't think I was supposed to be at 9 gold. And before I could catch everything else, I noticed the Katana. Anyway, if your game looks like it's been rolled back or changed in some way, always hard restart the game. We're fine. This is the way the board should be arranged. Everything is to the right of Shark Claws except for Katana because I'm left-handed. Nothing in my stash improves my board. Very strong for the day, but you can always get burned down by a faster Vanessa. It's a game of high rolls. You can always be weaker than your opponent, no matter how strong you are. Poison Silver on, what is this, a catfish build? Water Wheel, Pufferfish, Catfish, second Catfish. I don't think he's favored. Poison's so slow, yeah?
Bring her about.
He managed to tick for 6 poison one time. I think we're good. Yeah, the build seems alright. The fact that everyone is under level due to the monster changes really makes Shark Claws and weapon spam a lot better than it used to be. Oh, that is unfortunate. It is Dox, which is 5 gold, 1 experience, no cost against Ayla. As much as I love Ayla, I'm gonna say Dox is just too good not to click on. It's, in my opinion, with the Star Chart, roughly the same value as, like Bazaar Con.
I want what's right
A friend gains 1 multicast for the fights. So this never works with Tortuga, because, like, you need a bunch of other friends to charge Tortuga. And then you don't have room for, like, card table on top of that, I would think. Because Tortuga's medium, you have a bunch of friends, you fit in card table too. And then your card table is randomly either very slightly speeding up Tortuga or massively impacting the effect of your build. I think I'm never going for this. Shark Ray is good, just unambiguously good. But it's only a silver Shark Ray, I have nothing to haste it yet. Don't get me wrong, I've got the gold to float it. Red button. No, at 7 seconds you can do better. Any large item in Vanessa doesn't need this. These are both very cool items that you can make builds around, and those builds typically do not involve a gold Shark Claw, so that's the problem. Card table's just so strong since I have the incense with an anglerfish. But even if I found anglerfish, like, I wouldn't transition to it, would I? I would stick with what I've got. There's no reason to pivot out towards anglerfish when I have gold Shark Claws on day 5. Yeah, I just can't see the use case for card table, unfortunately. Fishing rod for economy doesn't really seem right to me because I already got my stash basically filled with stuff. I've got 6 slots total. I could go down to having 2 slots because the fishing rod takes up 2, and then at the start of the day I need 2 slots. Every time I buy fishing rod in this situation, I find myself immediately selling it before it breaks even, so I'm not going to. And there's no shot Ramrod's worth playing with the Shark Claws.
That's Paul. He might have what you need.
The Gorgon Noble is usually better than Praeting Duelist. It's worth a lot more XP and gold. But Praeting Duelist does have some things I care about a lot. I don't think he has enough of them. I'm going for Gorgon Noble. CXP, click XP. Like, all talk's kind of the only thing I would really care about from that fight. And I also want to get a feel for how scary the new version of this is. It looks like basically the same guy. I don't think there's any meaningful difference in these two.
A Gorgon always.
What I mean when I say that, I don't think there's any meaningful difference in the new and old Gorgon Noble. I think they basically just buffed the gold value. If you were, oh, that's a good item to get. If you were very close to winning before, you might lose now. But other than that, like, the buff is so minor that it's mostly just an increase to what you get for fighting them. Anyways, giving my loot on what do we get? It is a gland, which is fine. Artisan Dunes for plus 10 damage on the katana is fine. But I'd rather spend that 5 gold rolling at Goldie like an idiot. And I'm going to.
How'd I get rich? Oh, you know.
Captain's Quarters is the one that supports Flagship, Tropical Islands. That's a lot of value over the course of the run. It'd be like all of my money to buy it, though, and I'm a weapon build, so what are we talking about? The big one is Lockbox. I definitely want this, right? When you win a fight, this gains 6 value. I need to win 2 fights for it to be break even. And it can be kind of incredibly powerful if I get it scaled enough. Theoretically, if I win enough fights, this is just better than Shark Claws because it starts at start of combat. And it's day 5. Yeah, I'm going to pick that up. So I need to sell at least 3 items here to afford that and have room to dig something at the start of the day. Now the question is it ever worth rolling? I go down to 9 gold, I'm buying gold tier items. I can easily liquidate 6, going up to 15. I would have to sell something from board, but if I buy something, presumably there is something on my board getting replaced, right? I think I was always looking to buy 1 item from Goldie, and I was always willing to roll to find it, but having found it, I don't have the gold for a second one. And I'm very happy with the 1 item I got, to be clear. I can upgrade my bayonets, or my katana, or my claws, or I can just go to Andy and look for shot glasses that don't do anything for this build. Yeah, I'm kind of locked into wide weapons, and Andy's not doing a ton for that. Is that true? A Vanessa's amulet is probably better than the barbed wire, so I don't think it's necessarily true. There's enough things at Andy that it's probably my best hit here, especially with how much gold I'm floating. Great, now I have to pick up the shot glasses. I gladly upgrade the revolver. It's not a big deal, but there's no reason not to. Now, shot glasses. This is an incredibly powerful enabler for a bunch of things. However, I'm currently running none of them. And again, I have 3 fantastic skills for weapons, gold shark claws, the katana bayonet setup, and then pet rock and 4 small weapons. It's kind of hard to imagine I find compelling reason to switch out of this. And also, the most likely way for the build to flounder and die is to spend a bunch of gold buying random shit that doesn't help the current build. You do tend to need some help to get over the hump, but we're not there yet. People still have 1,000 health on day 5. They're just going to die. As good as shot glasses are, I don't see the reason to buy them currently. I just don't see how I easily pivot out of what I'm currently doing. Zor can haste adjacent items for 1 second. He can get buffed later. Really wish he'd come in at silver. He does break pet rock, so that's kind of the end of the discussion, huh? Fair. I have my 1 open slot. Piggles have been fixed, so I can just go into my fight. 4 wins to 1, I feel pretty confident. It's entirely possible they just came online, but I can't really imagine it. Aquatic Rush, Fiery Arms Dealer, lower health enemy despite the Arms Dealer. Electric Eels are pretty big with Shark Claws, but I think we just kill them way before anything scales enough, yeah?
Next time,
that was not even close. Oh man, I would not look at Shark Claws Eels with the Captain's Wheel and immediately assume the build's bad. Apparently it is. I guess Mr. Richardson, Old Salt Claw, and Dive Weights aren't doing a lot either. Also, something like this really does require you to have a lot of health, and he just doesn't. Also, there is no harder counter to that than the weapon Vanessa I'm currently playing. What did I dig up, by the way? Shrinking Potion. Yeah, that's not gonna matter. I think they'll have already lost that health by the end of it. Gonna instantly click Docs for 5 gold, 1 XP. Kina's not selling things that get buffed by Shark Claws. We're gonna go to the Mysterious Portal. What on earth? Oh, it looks so different now! I like it a lot. Now, has Bazaar been changed in any way that was undocumented? No. So just click gain 2 XP, don't be crazy. For some reason I wanted to click gain 3 small items, because like, I have pet rock and so many random small items, but it's crazy, don't do that. I can get a silver tier skill, or I can upgrade pet rock. I think that's actually a pet rock angle, which is kind of weird. Like, it's not a great upgrade compared to a silver tier skill, but there's so many times in Argento where I'm gonna spend 4 gold and get nothing. On the flip side, there are some absolutely massive skills at Argento, and I kind of need to... Like, 5% crit does not get me over the hump to win in the late game. There are silver skills that can. Well, Tiny Dancer is kind of like the minimum thing that can be good for this build. It's definitely good. I can't be mad about 5% CDR, but I was hoping for something more like Steel Storm or Right-Handed, or any sort of thing that offered me a chance to scale up. Dire Inglet has a pair of Obsidian Fangs, which I am interested in, but on the flip side, if I don't fight Enclave Weeper today, I don't level up, so I'm clicking Enclave Weeper. Like, the fact that 3 experience versus 2 is the difference in leveling up or not today, I really cannot justify taking my shot at Obsidian Fang. It's like a 1 in 4 to make this item 40% better or something. Who cares? I'm going to take my 100% to level up and gain several hundred health going into the fight. That seems so much more important. We're going to have to clear out the inventory a bit here. That is the best possible drop. Going to toss the Strengthening Potion just because it's worth the most gold. Cav Ascender's Temp Boost. Well, I don't care about 2 of those things at all, so 25 damage it is. Gain 7 regen, gain 50 health, or go get aquatic items. Nautica's not a great shop, but she does have things I can hit for upgrades. Going to sell this, buy the chum to get a weapon friend in my inventory for possible upgrade rewards on 9. Don't think I care about fishing that, do I? No, because piranhas break pet rock now. A lot of people pointed out that the piranha buff to gain the friend tag is in many ways a nerf because you can't use them with pet rocks anymore, which is very funny. I definitely have the gold to roll this though. Is a 12 gold cove. That's still fine. I think I'm definitely gonna be running Lockbox by the end of this run. And it's probably Shark Claws that goes. There's no way it's Shark Claws, right? It'd just be like bolas and barbed wire. At 4.7 seconds, these both go off. They've both been buffed. They deal 250 damage together. So I need to have triggered this 13 times currently to surpass them. I will have triggered it once, twice, thrice, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I need this to say like 40 before it's better than what I currently have. But that's not that far away. That's like day 8. The cove just doesn't really fit, man. I've got 3 item slots already. I have to sell everything, and then I can't even pick up medium items, so the cove doesn't actually help me. It's about how I expected Nautica to go, but the chance at Diamond Shark Claws was too much to pass up. Burn skills, slow skills, both useless, so we're going to be going generic. Gold Steel Storm, huh? Well, shit. Maybe we're not running the Lockbox after all. Good luck, enemy Vanessa. Let's quickly sell something to make room for our gold item. And I'm selling the chum because it's not a friend or a weapon, and unlike the incense, has no chance of ever hitting the board, but let's be real, that incense isn't happening either. Well, he got burned when he was trying to go to a mountain pass, got rigged. He's playing a submersible 1-weapon build with Captain's Quarters to also kind of enable a depth charge. That's interesting. Unfortunately, weapon Vanessa. I had just enough time to appreciate that his build was pretty interesting before he'd get absolutely mangled. Oh my lord. 500 damage, 250 damage, and then everything else basically just went off once and did 150 to 250 depending on base damage. Neat. Oh. So this is what Weapon Vanessa plays like. I knew it was pretty good. So, Ayla's a great shop. Grandmaster literally can't miss. 10 damage on the katana or 5 damage on everything. It's got to be 5 damage on everything because the katana already triggers the bayonet, making this identical on katana. Obviously, I was hoping for Steel Storm or Gorgon skill. Noisy Cricket and Tiny Dancer I wasn't looking for. I need right-handed to complete my collection of skills. I've got both 7 or more, 3 of the 4 weapon skills. Missing the 1 skill is not exactly killing me. Let's go to JJ. I could have transformed to small gold. That seems crazy. I don't think that's going to make it playable, man. Don't think I care about upgrading that even a little bit. Double barrel shotgun. Gold tier, no less. Just quick check. I sell this emerald. What is my damage adjustment from being on the board? 114, 10. It's 104. Actually, it would be 96 because I would lose 1 point of Steel Storm if I ran a medium weapon over 2 small weapons. But 96 additional damage. So this hits for 60 plus 96 is 156 times 2 is 312. That's only a little bit better than what I'm already doing. It is very fast. I'll give it that. It also triggers right after the Shark Claws, which is the point against it. I'd have to be dropping specifically like barbed wire bolas, at which point it's about the same damage even. Because dropping the claws at 3.7 speed over one of these seems crazy. I don't think this is a double barrel angle. I really don't. It's not bad. It's just only about as good as what I'm already doing. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave. To my shock, I don't care about double barrels.
Maybe I should lower my prices.
Do I beat new Radiant Corsair? The katana does a lot of work. I think new Radiant Corsair might fuck me up, but it's also 5 experience, man. He's been buffed severely. He's got 7,400 health. He's got the right hand that I'm missing. His katana's fiery. Like, it is some big upgrades with fiery rebirth, right-handed, fiery katana, huge gold values. It's just the gold dock lines, the diamond right-handed fiery katana, and the lighthouse. I haven't seen anyone fighting yet. I have a sneaking suspicion he's completely broken. Because the bolas will run out, this isn't even good. I get 16 damage just from running 2 weapons, so this is only plus 10. The lockbox is actually just here as an econ item. I'd level up today if I fight Thug. And I don't if I lose to Radiant Corsair. And I'm pretty confident that Radiant Corsair is like wildly overpowered, like they became Lich here. I haven't been able to watch anyone stream the game. I have only played 1 game on this patch. So, since I've been busy with my finals, I don't know how broken Radiant Corsair is. But the changes to me read like he's comically broken. Like, I kill a player, I don't know, the Shark Claws scale up over time though. Let's just go fight him, right? Like, if this isn't beating him, nothing is. I have to fight him to figure out how strong he is. The reward is insane. Fiery Rebirth, right-handed, gold fiery katana, huge amounts of gold. I think I just lose. I really do. But I gotta know. Yeah, we got through the first half pretty quickly, but we have 50 burn at this point. Gorgon skill doing work. We're still just dead. It was an admirable attempt, but yeah, no. Dude is just absolutely cracked. Out of curiosity, did he crit me with the anchor? Oh, the anchor doesn't have crit anymore. Because he got rid of the spyglass. Nice. He's not random anymore. He's just fucking overpowered. Perfect. I really like the new design for him. I was pretty confident it would play out like that. Sad it did, but I had to try. So you need to be absolutely insane. What you probably need is a build that purges burn. Anyway, we level up anyway. We got bounty hunters.
Tyrant's reach is far.
No punish, just immediately get a free diamond fight, Lamau. Okay. Ambush is obviously insane for me. Throwing that obviously hurts me a little bit, but we'll still win the fight, no problem. I wouldn't mind a second revolver. I guess it's just an upgrade revolver, minor gold tier, unfortunately. Cutlass, huh? We're never running this incense, that's just not a thing.
Rally men,
Get a silver tier gunpowder, huh? I do like that quite a lot. The cutlass is medium. It's not meaningfully better than the other stuff I have. Definitely taking the gunpowder to make sure I don't run out at 8 seconds. Instead, I run out at 12. I think I just go Nufu here. That seems very reasonable to me. Yeah, there's enough weapon skills in the game. When you buy a weapon, increase this bonus by 2. It's really not very good. It might be good enough. Like, I have a lot of gold, a whole lot of gold. Okay.
The Bazaar is a rabid beast.
It also fits thematically. I just like that it's another weapon skill. But frankly, I'm pretty sure I can boost that up by, like, at least 20 damage by the end of the run. There are also gold skill storm. Very scary. Bloodhound. Obsidian Cutlass. Did you die? Why is your Cutlass obsidian? Ayla just hooked this man up. Guess I'm going to... Oh, wait. Gorgon's still trying. Nope. Yeah, can't really do shit about the Obsidian Cutlass, which apparently crit me, I'm pretty sure. Let's see your crit chance in this fight. You've had Bloodhound for a little... Not Bloodhound, Inexorable for a little while. No, it didn't crit. Something definitely did. Both crit on the double barrel by the look of it. Crit on the grenade. Yeah, that fight was always going to be down to crit RNG, because if he crits, then it's going to trigger Bloodhound and kill me. And if he doesn't crit, he'll just die first. Unfortunate. Oh, man. How close to dying was he? He has 2,600 health. Why is he up 600 on me? He must have had a knee brace at some point. Yeah, he was nowhere near dead. I needed like 2 more seconds for the next volley. 2 more seconds is actually pretty close. If he weren't up 600 health on me, if I had balanced out the health out of 1, out of curiosity, what am I at on experience? I would have been at just 1 under leveling up had I beaten the Corsair, so either way I'd have lost. Well, all of these feel pretty terrible to me. What did we dig up? Gold chum. Neat. I don't remember if the docks close on day 8 or after day 8. So I don't really like selling the star chart, but I think I have, I don't know. Is this a small aquatic item? It is. And the rock, despite probably being found on the beach, is not an aquatic item. Which makes sense, to be honest. I'm gonna go eating contest. I've got the gold for premium chocolate bars. I'm gonna sell the star chart. And I'm also going to sell piranha, I guess. It's possible that I lose out on a docks because of that decision. I don't know. I feel that I need to do that to boost my health and not get a dead hour. Insect wing for the katana or vial of blood. Right now, I'm assuming I get 3 experience on my day 8 fight because there is nothing as tough as Radiant Corsair today, and I almost beat Radiant Corsair. So I get 3, 4, 5, 6. That probably means that I won't level up based on vial of blood. This doesn't run out until about 13 seconds, so there's no shot I need a gunpowder. This does make finding a grenade much better, admittedly. Buy this, hold it for grenade, or just make katana faster. I'm gonna make katana faster. I'm relatively all in on making katana a win condition. I thought Wandering Shoal got changed. No, it's Roaming Isle that's no longer a rightmost fight. Thick Hide's obviously very good. Can't imagine I can use the eels, although with all of these weapon buffs, the eels do become a little bit better. I don't think I would care about eels. I would definitely hold them and try to care about them, but I can't see it happening. Thick Hide's insane. I just don't really have a use for it right now. Well, let's find a use for it because we've got it. It's a shame we didn't take shot classes. Yeah, that's gonna go on the katana, thank you. So, obviously I should have bought the shot glasses in case I found Thick Hide in 6 days or whatever it was. It does make the bolas a little bit better. Let's go to JJ, find some shot glasses, you know, it's that easy. Holsters aren't bad, but it doesn't actually help me in any way. In fact, it makes my build worse because a lot of my things would trigger before I would lose the Steel Storm buff. Just roll that, no reason to buy piranhas. That will be net positive economy eventually. Were those weapons? I sure hope they weren't, because every weapon I buy buffs this because of iron sharpens iron. Now, spending 8 gold on it seems a bit crazy. I don't think I'm going to be buying enough aquatics for Ambergris to pay for itself. But at the same time, it's only a 4 gold opportunity cost, and I would be buying pretty much any aquatic weapon right now. So, Andy, what do you have in terms of weapons?
You can't afford it.
Well, the bolas are definitely sticking around then.
Whoever said
And it's when you buy, not when you sell. So that actually helps a lot. Going to move this over, toss these, pick up the chum.
You're a smart one.
Which sadly doesn't count. Go to buy the grenade just to buff katana.
I mean,
Oh my god, we found them.
excellent choice.
Wait. Is it worth? It slows all my items. So it slows 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items. Unless I replace the bayonet, then it slows 7. Which charges 7 things by 1 second. I'm definitely buying
Buyer's
these.
remorse never. Be remorseful.
The grenade's probably not runnable, right? I would say the grenade is definitely not runnable. And I think shot glasses are better than barbed wire, though I do not feel confident in that. Is there a reason I should care about incendiary rounds here? I don't believe there is. Okay. This is what we're doing because of Thick Hide. I still feel very strong despite losing my previous fight.
Captain, but I've seen my share of storms.
I wonder if most people are level 10 at the end of day 8 now. Is this guy? Yeah, he's level 10. What is his enchant? Shielded Shark Ray. That's a lot of defenses and a lot of multicast, so I am definitely a bit scared. Hopefully we get an under, but I don't know that we will. Yeah, we get an under just barely.
Got talent. You should put it toward no.
So that was, I think, multicast 3 about to go off for 1200 swing both ways, right? That's a very, very... Oh, wait, no, it wasn't multicast at all. It all went onto the jellyfish. This is a huge mistake. You can't run jellyfish in this build. I know it hastes for the Shark Ray, but you just need the Shark Ray with multicast. No. Oh, so that was a ton of RNG about how that fight actually went down. So this slowed 14 times. meaning it gave me 14 seconds of charge and also a tiny amount of resistance to slow, because it's also hasting me. I think it's crazy, right? Like, it just needs Thick Hide. It doesn't need any other synergy. Kind of wishing I hadn't sold the incense now when I wasn't really playing around Thick Hide. Oh, it's a different crazy item. I don't think I have any use for Sapphire, unfortunately. I definitely have use for Ayla, though.
Finished with fighting, but
Those are all pretty cheap, and Grape Shot's pretty fast. I don't know that Grape Shot's runnable, though. Like, I already have 2 faster items. Diamond Bolas with Thick Hide. Don't want to lose 15% crit for Grape Shot. Now that said, I'm still absolutely buying it every single time. It's just not actually going to stay on my board. Because +2 damage on the katana is still something to care about.
Use it well. Make me proud. Go make some more.
Now what's on the next page?
Come back and tell me.
It's the powder keg. That was the reason to care about incendiary rounds. I knew there was some edge case scenario where incendiary rounds became a very important part of a build, but I don't think this is good enough. Now the real question, I shouldn't have sold that, I had no reason to. The real question is, am I going to try to buy electric eels and make them work? I do have a ton of flat damage buffs. Every time they go off, Thick Hide charges something. The issue is I basically have to cut Shark Claws or Katana or all of my small weapons. They're also only at silver. Had these been gold or diamond eels, I'd be reevaluating my entire life. But they aren't. So I am gonna leave that on the table, unfortunately. Wait, no, I have a katana. Can I manage to make some money here? Yes. Going to sell this, buy the eels, sell the eels back, buff the katana a tiny bit, 6 gold left. I don't think it's worth that much. I've spent a lot of gold flipping things here. I don't think I can spend much more. Middle's fine. Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Welcome in, hon. What can I get you?
Wow, I can get 5 more damage? That's definitely worth 4 gold. No, you're staying at bronze because it's funny. Shark Ray did get a lot better very recently. I picked up Shot Glasses now. However, I don't think Shot Glasses on their own are enough to justify it. I am looking at the Dock Lines very seriously because I have the Shot Glasses. Dock Lines upgrade very well. I've got the Thick Hide. I really wish I'd been playing some sort of Lighthouse build just so I could be using Thick Hide with it. And I'm wondering if it's worth trying to transition into it just because I got Thick Hide. Like, I have so much support for Lighthouse with Shot Glasses, Dock Lines, Thick Hide. Like, I think I just sell these 2 and buy the Dock Lines. I don't know that I'm able to transition into this. I really don't, but it's so powerful. I have so much gold because of the lockbox. Reef Captain is fine. It has like the 1 in 6 or 1 in 7 at cooldown reduction. I'm just gonna take 2 experience though. It's so much. I think this guy was minorly buffed. I can't remember which Enclave enemy was. But their items all still suck, so I don't think it matters. Although I will say Shadowed Cloak would make my life complicated, since suddenly I have to evaluate whether or not I can give up 2 item slots for a Shadowed Cloak. Still hit like a truck. Oh man, and that other weapon would have been even more cracked than I was. Stole my diamond victory, didn't they? I was on track. I was so powerful. It's a diamond skill, so there's no reason not to take it, but it doesn't do anything, does it? Ammo skills don't really help me. Crit skills are generally pretty weak. Vanessa skills can give me an inexorable. That's like all I'm here for, but that's a big hit. It would be that tier, wouldn't it? When one of your weapons gains haste, if it already has haste, it gains 5 damage. What? Oh, I have a revolver too. I was like, why on earth does it think I have that much ammo? I think of the revolver as having unlimited ammo. The fights don't go on long enough for anything over 4 ammo to matter. But yeah, I'm taking an inexorable, even if it's only at silver.
Girl, you've come a long way, Lady Corsina.
Get an item, temp boost. I'm going to take temp boost damage. At this point in the game, temp boost damage really does meaningfully affect your odds of winning the fights. I'm going to take +2 XP because it's just so much XP. I don't really need to think about it, especially with only 5 gold left. Vanessa that's died, only 3 wins.
Go ahead.
Looking to put them in the grave.
It makes this more fun. My fight isn't with you, but if you
3,200 health, that's about the same as me this time. Slow burn. Depth charge with the battery is always scary. It doesn't look like it reloads, though. 266 points is just fucking quite a lot. It doesn't appear to have been enough. It doesn't appear to have been even close to enough. And yeah, they only have the one depth charge. It does go off immediately, but Restorative's not the enchant you want when your depth charge goes off before anything in my build.
Ride that tide!
Gold tier ammo item, huh? So take the loot item. That's obviously pretty good. The plus 25 bonus to damage might have been part of the reason I won that fight. I have to go Curio, right? Because rocket boots are so good with shot glasses. Definitely.
Reuse, recycle, relax.
Rivet gun. When you use the item to the right. Now, unfortunately, that does eat my left-handed. I don't know that I care. I would say that revolver is probably my worst item, and I would do this. Oh, that's a lot of damage lost. But it makes the katana charge the shot glasses, meaning that I'm going to get all those charges from Thick Hide immediately. I'm going to try this in my PvE fight. It might not be good. It really might not be. For now, I definitely want the plus damage here. I want plus 3 damage to everything. I want plus 4 damage to the katana. I want the cooldown reduction on katana. And I want to roll. Come on, rocket boots. It could be. It is! Oh, that's incredible. Buff that. Go back over. Get the rocket boots. That is such a huge hit. It's like a 1 in 40 or something. He has a big stock. But when you hit this, your shot glasses just change so much. Proboscis is an active weapon now. When you slow, charge this 1 second. We're probably looking at that very seriously, actually.
20 years waiting for you.
For now, I'm not going to be buffing it. Oh no, I shouldn't have bought it in the order I did. Like, it's just so fast because of the shot glasses, right? I'm going to try this as well. I'm going to keep buffing the katana on the assumption that it's not going to be that much worse no matter what. Going to put the crit chance on the katana as well, same reasons. It's also enchanted, which is a big deal. Going to use the katana to speed up the shot glasses, to speed up the proboscis, and see what happens. And I want to buy the Crusher Claw because it's an aquatic item. But I've made a mistake because, as you can see, something's got to get sold. I think the claws are just worse than the proboscis by a rather huge margin, so I'm okay with selling that. Now we can flip this for 2 gold, which generates 3 gold, so it's just objectively better once I crack my ambergris. And I think the build's gotten a lot spicier and a lot more powerful. I'm definitely going to spend... I have no gold here. I'm going to take temp boost 25 damage. And I think I'm absolutely... Oh, damn it. Void Golem, really? Thematically, their names don't make sense anymore because, like, the Golem should not be a higher rarity than the Colossus. But I do agree with the change in rarity. The issue here is if it doesn't destroy its own caltrops, it should just kill me with reflect damage because it has more health than I do. And it deals more damage every time I activate an item than I do. So I can't fight him. I'll go Lord of the Waste. It's not a huge deal. It lets me see how good the build is. I'll get a bunch of crits I shouldn't, but that's not a big deal. It lets me see, like, hey, does making that really fast make this really fast and kill my opponent instantly? The answer is yes. The shot glasses run out immediately, but for now they have enough ammo. Yeah, done. After 8 seconds, I could care less what's happening on the rest of the board. I think this is my best setup. It's very weird. I don't think Dock Lines ever hits board. The weird question is Lockbox better than Shark Claws yet? Because, like, that's a lot of damage that I'm missing initially. 207 versus 153. I wonder if it's better to speed up the Shark Claws. It probably is, right? This only has 2 ammo, so just getting the Shark Claws faster makes more sense. If this had like 5 ammo, it would probably be right to buff the shot glasses. But because I'm reliant on Shark Claws going off first to deal a lot of my damage, especially because it gets it to go off before the shot glasses to buff the proboscis before all the triggers of slow, I think this is the way to do it. And the bayonet's probably still better than the revolver, right? Like, even though the revolver has a crit chance, and a decent one, it's just not enough to counteract the sheer speed. Anyway, I'm pretty broke. I'll go to Ayla. We'll see if she's able to sell me an upgrade worth cracking my, what's it called? My Lockbox. This is very much not a repeater or submersible build. We're past that point. Zorkid, when you burn, haste adjacent items for 3 seconds. And I have a fiery katana now. So I think what I might be able to do is drop the pet rock, put the bayonet to the right of the proboscis, and the Zorkid between katana proboscis, right? Do this with the Zorkid instead of the pet rock. And yes, I lose 15% crit chance, but I'm going to pretty immediately bring the katana down to a 1-second cooldown, and also effectively charge the proboscis a little bit. I'm actually willing to try that. Like, even in the PvP fight. That just sounds like it does more to me. This guy's going to be very quick.
Action.
What's your base cooldown? I thought you were 7 seconds for some reason. Did this get buffed, or has it always been 6 and I'm losing my mind? I think Volcanic Vents is 7. That's what I'm thinking of. Also, I should have Bolt sold the Piranha first because it makes me 1 gold when I crack the Ambergris, as I'm about to have to do. I'm never able to use these dock lines. Just like straight up, the dock lines aren't happening. And I know the Pet Rock isn't either. This Orchid is better. So I am going to sell Pet Rock dock lines, buy the Piranha, because I've got... Like, it's obviously a lot worse with Iron Sharp and Iron targeting a much slower item now. But at the same time, I can't be bothered to care. And I could buy and sell the cannon at the cost of cracking my Ambergris. I think that's reasonable enough. It's just such a minor benefit that I think I'd rather take the economic decision. If it were still targeting Fire Katana, we'd be talking about something very differently here. Transform an item into something new. I don't think I want any of my items transformed. Go to Kev, see if he wants to enchant something I already have with shield, maybe. I'm so good on gold with the stuff I have in my inventory. Swashbuckle shielded eels. Kev knows how to tempt a man into bad decisions, doesn't he? The katana charges the shark claws. The shark claws scale the eels. My opponent triggers the eels, shielding me, keeping me alive, damaging them, killing them. I cut Zorkid, Bayonet, and Bolas. I lose 16 damage to all of my items, including the damage these items represented. But shielded electric eels is probably better. Man, the build's getting very, very weird if I do this. So the idea is I cut these 3. I just say you don't need the haste. Shielded electric eels are going to give you so much speed on the proboscis, so much power. I don't think it's true right now. I do think it's true in the super long term, though. Like, I have level 13 coming up, and oh. This is charged for 2 seconds at Diamond. No, my upgrade is spoken for. I was about to buy them. I was like, I don't have a super meaningful upgrade. Like, the difference in 30 and 40, it does exist. It's not the biggest deal. The difference in 1 and 2 was 100%. This is a very big deal. Yeah, Rivet Gun still upgrades to be 2-second charge. As cool as it is, I don't think I can play eels here. And I don't know that it's worth rolling here, but I'm doing it anyway. It did not, in fact, give me a shielded shark claws, which is basically the only item that would have made a difference here. I could have given shielded shot glasses. There are plenty of hits. Just basically all of them are incredibly unlikely enchants. So, good luck, Gelfer. I think my build's crazy now.
No, I'm a bit of a legend.
I'd obviously be much stronger if I had 1 more experience to upgrade my Rivet Gun. But the scaling here should be nuts. He is up 700 health on me despite being leveled down. Thanks, Knee Brace. I might lose just due to Knee Brace difference. That's going to be a lot of damage from the grenade. But the shot glasses do a lot, don't they? I want to check damage recap. We have 213 buffs, so I think Shark Claws only went off twice, maybe 3 times. That was a very fast fight. Yeah, twice on the Shark Claws, 5 times on the Proboscis. It dealt as much damage as my Fiery Katana did. I guess Fiery's not affecting the damage number. Oh man, that's wild. It also went off more than the Katana, dealing more damage with Bayonet. Dude, this is the weirdest shot glass use I've ever seen. My build barely cares about slow at all, but because I have thick hide, I just like found this weird transition into shot glasses into Proboscis. Apparently the nerfs can't keep him down. It is a very cool item. Anyway, let's send it to the moon. This build needs more damage scaling to win on day 11, so let's charge that Shark Claws twice as quickly. Sorry, Pole, I don't think I'm interested. Which I guess locks me into a small non-weapon item, because there's no large items I want. I don't want to transform anything. Sure, small non-weapon it is. Shot glasses? Ah, damn. That could be a very good item in a different build, but we are pretty far from a one-weapon build. I guess I'm going to go to middle, looking for the Shark Claw upgrade.
Huge. All about
Very late, Julian. Sea Shadow has been buffed. I forgot to mention it in my hotfix review. One of the undocumented changes is that now when you change something's cooldown, it takes effect immediately instead of on the next cast. Sorry, phone alarm going off. I'm up a bit early. So now Sea Shadow's much better because it's effectively charging your items the first time it goes off. What it's not is a weapon, and I kind of need those. Anglerfish, however, I do slow quite a bit. I just don't know that I care about burn. I'm kind of a damage build, and what burn I do is entirely incidental. I lose a lot of damage cutting 2 items for this guy. He's only at silver, no thank you. Yeah, that's about what I expected. I'll be on my way.
Try JJ's shop. Real friendly guy.
I'm pretty sure I beat Vulcus Enforcer no problem. I'd be surprised if I'm wrong about this.
Resisting.
Does he go off at start of combat still? I think he does. Yeah. And of course, he's got 4-second freeze on my most important item, the katana. What else would take the icicle? It looks like it didn't matter very much. Killed him before the cryosphere triggered despite it. All right, that's reassuring. Very strong build. I would really like an ammo for the shot glasses at some point. When you freeze, your items gain 3% crit chance. I don't freeze currently. That makes my Grandmaster meaningfully worse. Haste items, skills, small items. What do shot glasses do when you upgrade them? I should know this. That's right, they gain an ammo, and there are not that many skills left that I really care about. So I'm gonna go with Andy for the tiny chance at upgrades.
The first step toward good taste.
2 gold I think is enough to justify flipping for the tiny damage increase, not 4. I don't think Cannonball is worth it, man. It's definitely not. As much as I want another ammo in the shot glasses, I'm not giving up an item slot for it. Temp boost damage, don't even think about it. Let's get out of this run. Not a diamond victory. Weapon skills versus diamond skills. I mean, weapon skills are all right. But let's go diamond skills. There's some crazy shit here. Oh, that's the one I wanted. It's pretty good with proboscis. Oh, the thumbnail's gonna be pretty interesting with knife tricks, thick hide, new proboscis, isn't it? What do you mean it takes longer to trigger than old proboscis? It's just gonna cool down back down to 1 second and it's the same item, but better. I could theoretically lose 3 times in a row and die, but I really can't imagine it, man. I'll do the breakdown if we win. I'm pretty sure this is over, though.
Go ahead.
RZQ, what do you have?
Makes this more fun.
Probably a femur build, just knowing the state of Mac. It's not femur, it's runic blade. And he's critting with non-weapons? When you crit, double this item's damage. Where's the crit coming from? What's happening? Are you... what? Did the crit scale at some point? Well, yeah, because I gave him 100% crit. That's different. I scaled the crit. What did he do? When you slow, your items gain 1% crit. I need to look at his build for a while. 1 second. Why do you have Runic Blade and no things with Garen? Oh, Strength Potion. Duh. There we go. Yes, that's how Mac works. I forgot about this card. So he has Strength Potion to guarantee crit chance on everything. Doesn't time out well, though. Because this will go off the first time at the same time as Strength Potion and fail to trigger unless they change that in the most recent patch. But then Aludel will crit 3 times, and this will deal 20, 40, 80, 160 damage. But the Aludel critting 3 times and this critting, no, it's actually pretty cool. This will become a pretty infinite loop because everything updates in real time now. All these crits are effectively charging the second use of Magic Carpet. This dude was about to explode and deal a lot of damage. It wasn't going to kill me on like the first second of the combo, but on like the second I probably died. This is actually pretty sick because of Strength Potion. I had no idea where the crits came from. I eventually figured it out. The guy's build is still interesting and powerful, but minor amendment, it is not even close to an infinite loop because while the Magic Carpet does go down to 1 second and charge 2 seconds into the Runic Blade every time it goes off, the Runic Blade's still a 12-second cooldown, so it takes 4 seconds of constant Magic Carpet use before the Runic Blade triggers. So it is explosive and dangerous and pretty much guarantees a kill about 12 seconds into the fight. It does take about 12 seconds. It's not the 7.5 or 8 second infinite loop that I mistook it for in the moment. So we needed to kill him very quickly. Thankfully, my Proboscis went off 5 times, dealing 1,000 damage. My Katana went off 5 times, dealing 1,000 damage and 100 burn. Triggering, because of the Rivet Gun, Shark Claws to go off 3 times. We weren't even 6.5 seconds into combat when this man died. with 3 uses of Shark Claws in that time. Looks like we were just under 6.5. Like, we should be almost exactly there, right? This should be about to resolve when he dies, based on the second use of Shot Glass having gone through. Yeah. Like, you can see his potions are still flying out. And when this triggers, which it's, I think, about to trigger, it's going to trigger this, which won't deal much damage, but then they'll start looping back and forth, and it will kill me very quickly from there. So I had to get in under him very quickly, and the build's just stupidly fast. Like, for a while, we were playing wide weapon Vanessa and doing really well, because you're just doing wide weapon Vanessa things. We had early strength, early left-handed, found Steel Storm and Noisy Cricket fairly shortly after in the mid-game. But this sort of wide weapon build never, ever holds up into the super late game. You're never going to win with a build that's just playing a bunch of weapons with flat damage increases on day 13. Because of shit like this. Like, I didn't immediately grok what I was looking at and understand it, but now that I do, this build's terrifying. 7.5 seconds in, you're fucking dead. That's just how it works. So in the late game, you need to find some way to scale up really effectively. A lot of the times, that's just like finding a way to turn on crit chance or finding some sort of broken item combo. It is very rarely this version of scaling up. I got Thick Hide, which is when you slow charge an item. So Shot Glass is slowing all my items for 1 second, suddenly charged 7 items for 1 second, which is incredible, making Shot Glasses just worth playing on its own, at which point it was really easy to justify putting in Proboscis. It is a weapon that goes off very quickly thanks to the Shot Glasses. Then we picked up a Rivet Gun, which we used our guaranteed level 13 upgrade on to have the Katana incredibly quickly charge the Shark Claws to much more rapidly scale us than we have any right scaling. Found a Zorkid to haste the Katana and make it even better because the Katana has specifically fiery to charge the Zorkid nonstop. And found Knife Tricks, which honestly probably means I should have rearranged my board because the Katana's going to get down to 1 second cooldown on its own. I had it processed how broken Knife Tricks was, but I figured we were going to win because Knife Tricks with Proboscis, Shot Glasses, and several free uses of Shark Claws probably just does the trick. What an incredibly explosive build. Oh, also we picked up crit chance scaling. We got a fairly late inexorable. It's only at 12 right now, but for boating wins with a build this fast, just like by the end of that, I'm already at 45% crit chance, which is good enough when you're swinging as quickly as this is. One last watch, because you barely get a chance to see it. You just have so many hits of so many different things, and when the Shot Glasses start going off, you machine gun them with the Proboscis. It's a really strong build. I like this a lot. Also worth noting, the Shot Glasses are plus 1 second of haste because of the rocket boots. Just an incredible build. Weapon Vanessa was in a great spot last meta, and is probably in a better spot this meta, because all the competition got nerfs. Not just in terms of like the best builds for every character other than Weapon Vanessa going down in quality, but also everyone having less experience means they have less health, meaning Weapon Vanessa is more likely to keep you in range and kill you. This is obviously not exactly Weapon Vanessa by the end of it. This is like using a Katana to charge a Shark Claws while you machine gun them with Shot Glasses, Thick Hide, Proboscis, Bayonet. Like this is... There's a lot of weapons on my board, and I am a Vanessa, but I think if I called this Weapon Vanessa, it might be a little bit disingenuous at this point. This is certainly a Weapon Vanessa run, but it's very, very far divorced in this final state from what Weapon Vanessa normally looks like. It's very good, though. This build was hype as hell. It would have been objectively stronger with old Proboscis, admittedly, because it would just go off, 4 times faster if it were passive. I will also say, somebody in the comments of the Proboscis rework patch said they wished that Proboscis had been reworked to be like slow yo-yo, where it goes 4 second cooldown, charge for 1, 2, 3, 4, depending on tier. I really agree with that. I think Proboscis as slow yo-yo for neutral characters is a more interesting design. It brings it back in line with its old power level, which I don't think was crazy. It makes it upgrade hungry, which is actually an interesting downside for items to have. Like that's the whole idea, the basis behind the nerf to Magnus's Femur, is that requiring those extra upgrades hurts your build. Because if you're upgrading Proboscis or Femur or whatever, you're not upgrading your Rivet Gun or what have you. Anyways, this was a sick build. Really happy with how it came together. I always love when I have something like Katana with a Rivet Gun charging your scaling item. I love Shot Glasses as an item. I haven't gotten to play with it before. Finally get to mark it off on my spreadsheet. Proboscis is great. I meant to show off the spreadsheet during my channel update when I was doing stat tracking and forgot to, so I'll go ahead and show that. I think this is a little bit out of date. There might be a couple videos right before my hiatus that I haven't marked in this spreadsheet. I got the idea from Reclamation, like obviously, but I like the idea of tracking what I've won with. I copied his spreadsheet, added some things, changed some things, and the most important thing for me is I've created this page to calculate the win percentage of each hero. So as of like the end of last month, I've won with 32% of items. I obviously need to update this to actually be end of month. This was done before the end of the month, and don't worry about it. But yeah, I like being able to see which percentage of items I've won with on each character. I like being able to just like check and see how much have I really explored what Mac has to offer on the channel. The answer is not as much as I would like to. I don't know, it's just such a cool thing to do to like keep track of how much I've experienced each character. I like it a lot. I don't plan on showing it on the channel like every time I end a run, but I definitely do intend to show it a little bit, at least towards the end of seasons when I'm doing my stat tracking. Just totally forgot about it because I haven't had it really before to talk about at all. Anyways, let's wrap this up. Really sick build. Almost every part of this build is something I like. If it weren't for exposing toxins, bolas, and bayonet, every part of this build would just be sick. Those are still good, it's just one of them's irrelevant and two of them are basic weapon stuff. But what a powerful, interesting twist on Weapon Vanessa. I really enjoyed this. I hope you did too. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.